My name is Jody Ellis, and at my age, I have watched countless hours of TV. If you would like to watch a certain show that would be for streaming, I have some great options for you to watch. Rotten Tomatoes is an aggregate critic. They have tons of critics that will basically give their opinions about certain shows. I am going to list some shows for you that you might be interested in watching, and the first one that I have would be comedies. My first comedy would be a show called Masters of None, which stars Aziz Ansari. He is an actor in New York who is looking for a relationship. Matt Gilbert from the Boston Globe, he is a critic, and he says each episode is its own theme, and it's loosely based upon his own life and experiences. It has 100% for both seasons that are available for streaming on Rotten Tomatoes. The second show would be a show called Freaks and Geeks. It's available on Netflix, and it has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. There is only one season that is available to watch, and it stars James Franco, Seth Rogen, and Jason Segel. New York Times, Karen James, it says it reminds her of the Wonder Years, which centers around high school students in the 80s. The third show of the comedy series is called Arrested Development. On Rotten Tomatoes, it gives a 75% and almost a 90% of an audience review. It stars Jason Bateman, Michael Cera, and David Cross. They are oddball family members that work in the real estate development. Rolling Stone magazine describes this show as a meta sitcom rich in linguistic tricks and witty foreplay. If you do not like a comedy series, maybe dramas might be more up your alley to watch. Westworld, which has 2 seasons and stars Evan Rachel Wood, Tandy Newton, and Ed Harris. It has almost a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, and Vern Gay of Newsday says the show is based on theme park, which includes robots that act out fantasies for their wealthy guests. Another great show that my husband and I just finished watching was called The Night Of. It has almost a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, and Gail Pennington of St. Louis Post-Dispatch says this is a mini-series that was a passion project for James Gandolfini, who was going to play one of the main characters. Unfortunately, he died before the show even started filming. It is regarding a young college student who was being charged with the murder of a young woman, as it weaves through police methods, race, culture, and criminal justice. Black Mirror is another great show that my husband and I are going to be watching here soon. It has Bryce Dallas Howard and Get Out's Daniel Kaluuya. It has about a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it is available through streaming through Netflix. Michelle Orange from Vogue says that it is the twilight zone of the digital age. If you do not gravitate towards fiction, maybe nonfiction is more of something you might like. The Keepers, which is available on Netflix, is a mysterious, decades-old murder of a nun, and it has almost 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it stars Brian Tallerico. I'm sorry, it does not star Brian Tallerico. Brian Tallerico is of RogerEbert.com, and he says it displays examples of both evil and courage as the story unfolds. The cast includes an unknown killer, the abusive chaplain, and nuns that are going to talk to you about their abuse that they've endured throughout being in the nunnery. Another great episode, or another great show that my husband and I watched was The Staircase, which is available on Netflix, and it basically stars about the death of the main character, which is Michael Peterson's wife. And it's based upon his life, his family, and how he went through the justice system and how he was charged and unfairly charged and all that. Seth Green of IndieWire.com says it focuses on the life, family, and torment of the suspected killer. The last option I have would be Chef's Table. It is not a crime drama, however, it is in the docuseries. It is available on Netflix, and it has almost a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. And Neil Genslinger of New York Times says that each episode gives you one particular chef that you can watch and see how their meal starts from the beginning to the end and what it will look like. If you want to start watching a new TV series and you don't want to invest a significant amount of time looking for something to watch and reading reviews and all that, please take the time to read or to watch one of the movies that I have suggested for you. It's regarding any comedy, drama, or docuseries.